You're listening to the Visibility, Influence and Impact podcast, episode number 65. Hello, you're listening to the Visibility, Influence and Impact podcast. My name is Jane Mackay, and on this show, we talk to entrepreneurs who are getting fearlessly visible in their business about starting, building and creating the business and life of their dreams while having incredibly honest, in-depth and rich conversations that will inspire you to become fearlessly visible, create influence and generate meaningful impact with your own incredible business. Welcome to this mini episode of the Visibility, Influence and Impact podcast. I'm your host, Jane Mackay from Jane Mackay Communications, marketing consultant and coach who works with people across the world to build businesses with vision, action and impact. So guess who's back? Back again. Jane is back. Tell a friend. If you know that song, You Are My People. And if you know any clean rap suitable for an 8-year-old, please DM me on Instagram at Jane Mackay Comms, as Eminem's 3 clean songs are getting pretty repetitive on the school run. But I'm back and I'm bringing you the energy, strategy and accountability to grow your business in 2023. Let's dive in. So often in marketing, we focus on the tactics and strategies, the doing of marketing, while overlooking a crucial element of your marketing, energy, the vibe you bring to the table. There are lots of people out there who have the skills and experience that I do, but there's no one out there with the same energy and personality as me. And that's why my clients come to me. That is my personal brand. High energy, a bit of an oddball, goofy but professional, straight to the point, and I'm a person my clients love to bounce ideas off of and aren't afraid to ask questions of, because they know they will receive expert answers delivered with humor and love, and there are never stupid questions when it comes to me. And that's sort of me in a slightly wonky nutshell. Okay, so what does this mean for you and your business? When was the last time you looked at your business from an outside looking in perspective and examined the personality, the energy, and the vibe that people who are encountering your business for the very first time are receiving? We look at our Instagrams and we're so familiar with our feeds. We are used to our brand voice, we're used to our brand personality, we're used to our brand aesthetic. But when was the last time you really looked at it from an outsider's or a new person's perspective? Is what they're seeing, perceiving, aligned with the vision that you hold for your business? You know, that vision that you have carefully articulated or not. And if you haven't, speak to me. We can do a bit of a brand vision session. Is what they're perceiving, because a brand is simply a promise, a perception, is it a true reflection of the actual experience they then receive once they are in your business? Or is there a disconnect between the shiny Instagram exterior and the real world customer experience? Does your brand deliver a captivating story? Does it feel unique and different and memorable? Is your messaging consistent? Is it consistent with your values and what your clients need to hear from you in order to buy from you? Does the offer you're putting out there fill your dream clients' needs? Now, I want you to be really brutally honest with yourself about this, because these are the mistakes I see people making again and again with their branding and their positioning and their messaging. It's really easy to get very familiar with your own brand. I do it myself. But I see so many people with gorgeous Instagram accounts, and then you go to their website and it's a complete shambles. There's a disconnect, and that triggers a real mistrust in people, which psychologically, before I've even read their copy, my amygdala, which is like this basic gut instinct lizard part of our brain, is telling me, danger, danger, abort mission, leave this place, it's not safe. Because if there's a disconnect between what you expect and what you receive, you break the trust. Your brand is a promise. And when you don't deliver on that promise, people instinctively don't trust you, which is why it's always best to be real on Instagram and your other social media accounts, because what people get and then what people receive need to align. Otherwise, people won't trust you. Like, I could put out there that I'm some slick brand in a big city, and, I've got luscious hair and, I always look really together, but I don't. I show up on my Instagram as all sorts of different incarnations of myself, which is how you get if you're a client. Some days I've got makeup on, some days I don't. Some days I've got curly hair, some days I've got straight hair. But as long as I'm actually presenting all of those parts of me and all of the different parts of my personality in my brand, then people know what to expect and they get to meet the real me and go, oh, you're just the same as you are online. So conversely, have a think about the people who you see on Instagram who already feel like they are a friend, like they know you even though they don't. Like, I have some amazing people in my inbox and I think in my emails, and I think, wow, I feel like you're a friend, but they're not. Those people drop into your inbox every day. Think about those people. Whose emails do you always open? And what is it about those people that keeps you engaged? And often this has nothing to do with their visual branding, their colors, their fonts, their aesthetics. It's not their skills or experience, because plenty of people have those. It's their energy, their personality, and their vibe that keeps you wanting more. You want to buy into that energy. And it's that cohesive brand energy that they deliver across every platform that you connect with. Their energy is what we connect with, because as humans, we crave connection. So people buy your energy, your vibe, and how you make them feel because of connection. Why? Because we're humans connecting with humans. And when we connect with people who make us feel accepted, safe, and loved, we want to be in their energy. And this is why I work with my clients to ensure they are working with their energy to create their content instead of against it. Because people can feel it when you're not feeling it. When you're pushing against your energy and pulling, forcing the content out of you, it's not fun for anyone involved, especially you. I'm not saying not to be honest about your energy with your audience, but you don't want to be showing up in a low vibe all the time. So I receive so many messages from people who say, I love your energy. Why? Because I take the time to connect with my energy and my dream clients before I create content, before I create reels, before I go live, before I record a podcast or make a video. And this is why it has been so frustrating enduring my long recovery from COVID, which is why I have not been here. It completely wiped my energy. And I'm usually such a high energy person. Like, I don't get sleep in the afternoon. I don't need 4 o'clock chocolate. This is just how I am. So anyway, I wanted to share this with you in person rather than in a post. Thank you for your patience. I have some absolute cracker guests coming up in the coming months, including some of my business heroes. If this has resonated with you, please send it to a friend or DM me on Instagram at Jane Mackay Comms. Thanks for listening. Big, big love to you, beautiful soul. Thanks for listening to the Visibility, Influence and Impact podcast. If you'd like access to the show notes, please visit my website, janemackaycommunications.com.au/blog. If you've enjoyed this episode and would like to hear more, please subscribe. Until next time, keep getting fearlessly visible, create your influence, and generate an exponential impact on your world.